Do you know, I have my producer, Steve. He's amazing. He does a whole 2 hours with us while we're doing all this filming and all these introductions and everything else. And he has it all perfectly down. He's just amazing. I don't want to give a shout out to Steve because he's just wonderful. And of course we can't, he loves that. Of course we can't forget Lynn. Lynn, who is she's our talent, actually, director. How she gets all these people together and everything else, I will never know. But she says, no, Ninon, everything's fine, everything's good. So one thing I have to say with Steve says to me, Ninon, tell everybody to subscribe. So I'm saying it at the beginning of the show, not at the end this time. Now we have Matthew with us. Matthew, how are you?
I'm doing very well.
He's been sitting here for quite a long time. He's only wondering what on earth is this woman up to. You know, and as you can see, I don't pre-interview anybody. I don't know who they are. I do know that you are a producer.
Yes.
I thought you were a DJ, but you do DJing.
Yes.
But you are not a DJ. You're more of a producer. But you said you were a producer for your own stuff.
Yes.
Doing as what?
Yes, it's my brother and I that we produce and we perform together as a duo. We focus mostly on GlitchHop, which is a very specific genre of electronic music.
Electronic music? I thought it was all electronic. That's how much I know.
Yeah.
But I do know that they use, because I see the recording studios, you know, they suddenly bring the drums up and then they bring the violin up and there's nobody there.
The future is now.
The future. Has it really changed that much?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's impressive what you can do now, just compared
Even
to what you
after
can
2
do.
years?
Oh, yeah. The things that people do, the way that they've created or made available at least natural sounding instruments, violins, horns, things like that is all at the access of your fingertips.
I think that's the computer. When we say to the fingertips, that's because you press these buttons and they all come up. Now, on doing that, that means you have to create and be pretty fast to let this come in and that go out. And
I mean, we have time to actually put it together. I think it takes like a composer's mind to be able to see
Yes.
all of the different pieces and how they all fit together. It's no longer like playing a band where you only contribute one piece with a collaboration of other
Whereas
minds.
this you can change it, one of my very, very favorites is classical music with jazz. I love that mixture. I just think that's one of the greatest mixtures. And I've always said, when people produce music, to try to bring something different. In other words, forgetting that 1, 2, 3 or the 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4. Try to get rid of that a little bit and try to sort of make it a little bit more sort of, you know, like bringing in a little bit of Brazil in.
Right.
Or
Do
bringing a little
something
bit
a little unique.
from Mexico in.
Culture clash.
Culture, yes. Is that in or is that out or is that...
Oh, that'll always be in if you
It'll
can do it
always-
right.
Well, yes, you've got to do it right.
That is the trick.
So, what is the trick and how do you do it right? Because you're obviously quite successful.
I think the trick is just experience, actually going out and experiencing other musics, other things that are happening throughout different cultures, seeing what people do and finding out what you like from them.
Yeah.
What that can actually, or what you can do with that and how to incorporate that into your own music in your own unique way.
It's like calypso, you know, you've got that lovely calypso, or you've got the Jamaican's music. Jamaican music is...
A lot of reggae influence, yes.
Reggae is the music is beautiful.
And it's influencing a lot of genres now.
Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's I mean, it's been around forever, but I think it's
Yes,
really
it
starting
has,
to
but I think it's
take off.
becoming more and more and more.
Socially acceptable.
I think people are understanding it more. I think
I can
because
see
our world is getting so mixed up with different cultures.
The internet.
Is that what did it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just, I mean, we're communicating with the entire world all the time, whereas 40 years ago it wasn't so easy.
No. Oh, I can tell you that for sure. And that I definitely know. I can. So what are the difference you've seen, say, in the last, 10, 20, I don't know how long you've been in the business.
Well, I've been doing this for 6 years.
6 years.
Personally.
So what have you seen that's really sort of changed from 6 years? Because it seems to be changing very fast.
Yeah. I think the only thing I could say that is really changing is what becomes a more prevalent music, like what is actually like taking over for the charts for Beatport, iTunes, stuff like that, and that's constantly changing. It's always going to shift and it goes back and forth. I think the most amazing thing is now that producers are doing this at their home. They have the internet access, that people are allowed to push their own music, that they no longer have to wait for agents or record labels to find them and discover them and put them out there, that young kids can grow up learning how to produce music and just force themselves into
I just
a
had
market.
a 21-year-old telling me all the things he was doing.
I saw it. It was impressive.
I mean, that was so impressive. He's only 21 years old and he's rattling off all this stuff, and I'm thinking, I didn't know one of those things when I was 21. I mean,
I can't even rhyme, so
I know.
you're a talented young man.
Who gives the platform out there for what is popular, because we're obviously going through social media and it's going through all the sort of internets and everything like that. It's not any one person, but who brings that platform is the younger generation?
I think so.
That tells you what they want.
Really push it. The people that are between 21 and 25.
Yeah, is that
that's
the kind of
crowd that most people are catering to now? Yeah.
Yes, well, that's me.
They go to the clubs, they buy the drinks, they support the music 100%.
So between 21, the reason I know he's saying 21 because that's the age of drinking in most places. Can't drink. I always think 21 is such a ridiculous age to start drinking.
Yeah.
I personally think it is. I think it should be 18. This day and age, living in 2018,
yeah.
I think 18 years old is. I think we used to have it in England. They changed it a couple of times. It used to be 16 you could drink. You know, you can drive a car.
Right.
So, you know, why can't you drink? But anyway,
Yes.
that's my opinion. Nobody has to take it. But that's interesting to know. It's 21 to 25. They are really giving the music. They are letting us know what to listen to.
I could say definitely. I mean, I can't speak for the rest of the world, obviously,
No.
but for this city, definitely. This city revolves and caters to the club industry, the casinos, the hotels. So whatever is bringing people through the door there, that's what we want. That's what we push.
Absolutely. So you're telling me the hotels now are bringing in the younger generation? Because I see a lot of them around.
Yeah.
And they're coming into all the big hotels because I know that, you know, they spend a lot of money. They don't seem to worry about the money.
No.
They seem to want to have that good time.
Yeah, it's, I mean, what they all dream of. We have EDC in Las Vegas every year now, and I think they get up to like 250,000 people that come
What
to the
is
city
that?
for that. Electronic Daisy Carnival.
Okay, Electronic Daisy Carnival. I've heard of that carnival. And that's bringing in 250,000?
I think about, I mean, don't quote me on
No,
that. I
no,
don't
but roughly.
know for
I
sure,
know
yeah.
it's getting a big crowd. I know you're
A
pretty
massive
close.
festival.
Massive festival. Comes to Vegas every year. Not in the middle of Vegas, it's outside of Vegas somewhere. Yeah.
I think they're doing 2 weekends now. That's how big it's gotten. That
It's
they can't do it in just
really,
one weekend anymore.
They have to make it, stretch it out to 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be something like the festivals we used to have? Remember?
It reminds me a lot of what I used to see from Woodstock.
Yeah, I was going to say Woodstock. We used to do all that stuff.
The movement, the love, the
Yeah.
unity, the peace, like everything about it. People just enjoying the music and wanting
So
to
now
dance and express
I'm going to
themselves.
call it now. It's the Daisy Chain. A new name for you, the Daisy Chain Festival.
Like history's just repeating itself.
It's just
We're
repeating
in
itself.
the 60s
but
all
you know
over
something?
again.
The funny part about the whole history thing is still music.
Yes.
It's still, everybody comes out for music. Everybody wants to have the music. So what do you see in your future and what you're putting together? What do you see you're sort of aiming for to have something different out there?
A couple of things. Personally, we're finishing up everything to release our first EP through Multi-Kill Records, which we're super excited about. That'll
So
be...
they picked you up?
Yeah.
See, I love that when they get picked up. Awesome.
Yeah, I've actually met the
Congratulations.
owner, Carlos of Multi-Kill Records. Super polite gentleman. He really likes what we do. He's been working with us closely, trying to make sure that we were ready for.
So you got the right thing
a
in there for
proper
what he wants
release.
for his company and what you can bring
Yes.
in for his company to make his company better, because that's the whole idea. If you have something that you think, I can work with this and I can make my company better, it's not how great you are, it's
Right.
what you can do for his company.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork. Oh, I like that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, I like that. So what do you see you're doing? What is this kind of the demand?
Ultimate goal, which I can't speak a lot of details for it now. I've been
Yeah, I
working
can
for
understand
a long time with the American Childhood Cancer Organization, and we're pushing to do a fundraiser tour just to get proceeds for them. Ideally, with the goal, granted, I would love to help them personally, but our goal is to change music. I want to do something so big and so massive that everybody else sees it and feels like they have to contribute as well.
So
Or-
you want to get everybody involved regardless?
Yes, not with the American Childhood Cancer Organization
No,
per
no, no,
se.
you're talking about in the music industry.
Yeah, there's
You
too
want-
many people that are making millions and millions of dollars doing this, and they're not giving anything back, and that's something that is really starting to bother me. Just
I think the big thing going around, and you're kind of become part of it, I see a lot of people starting to want to give back.
yeah,
I really see
It's
that
the
out
younger
there.
generation.
I think, and is it that the younger generation doing that?
from what I see a lot more younger adults that have become much more conscious about, I guess, the social responsibility
Life.
that we have to the world.
Yes.
That
Helping
I mean,
other
if we're
people.
talented, if we're
or
valuable, we
somebody
have
else
to give
who's
back.
is disadvantaged, that we can help them to be part of the world and to be part of the movement.
We have to.
And yes, we have. Isn't that nice? How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. Isn't that amazing? see what the younger generation can do. I love the younger generation. I had a TV show for 16 years, which was giving the younger generation a platform where they could speak out. And nobody had really heard of them doing this for the children, because, you know, how can you get all these children together all the time? And I used to have like 4 or 6 children, and I would give them this opportunity to speak out, that they had their own voice. And it was all about them. It was nothing to do with me.
Right.
I just interviewed them. And I think that was a great thing, to let the children, you know, to have a voice out there, because children aren't the same now as they were, you know, 20, 40 years ago.
Oh, no.
Now they you know that more than anybody, they speak out. So you've seen the difference. And this is really what you're catering to.
Trying to, yes.
Is the music, is it loud, is it fast, or as we said at the very beginning, is it mixed?
A little bit mixed, I guess. What we work on specifically, GlitchHop, I'm not sure if you're familiar with dubstep. It's
I am.
Bass music,
Yes.
came out of the UK. It's what attracted us to electronic music in general. GlitchHop is kind of like a hybrid with that and hip hop. It's a little bit more bouncy, I guess, and fun. It's not
More active.
not so dark.
No, yeah, make it a little bit
It's
lighter.
a little bit more, upbeat.
How come the British always seem to bring things out? They always seem to be the first inventors for this and that and everything
Incredibly
else.
ingenuitive.
They are. I think that's a great idea. And that's what I was saying to you with what you're doing with your electronic music and being young enough to bring in different things, different genres from all around, and not being afraid to try it or see it or do it.
Right? You got to keep rolling the dice.
You absolutely. Now your partner, who is your brother,
Yes, Thomas.
how does Thomas work with it? How do you work together? Are you okay? Because brothers working together could be, you know.
No, we do very well together. We started independently, both doing our thing, and then decided after about a year that we were much more effective as a team. We hold energy better. As we perform live together, we are able to create this like synergy between us.
Now, when you say you perform live, you're not DJs, but you are DJs at this time, or?
Yes, we do. We do
Work
DJ
this out.
as a means of performance. Like, we don't have any like instruments or anything available to us. It's still
It's all on the keyboard,
DJing.
all DJing, and it's all the keyboard stuff, and it's moving things up and down, and
Buttons and knobs.
And are you as you go along of the song you've chosen or whatever you're doing, do you create, you know, like different things in it to make it different?
I don't. The teamwork is that I actually select the music. I mix in songs in and out so that the music keeps going, and my
Yes.
brother focuses specifically on kind of affecting the music, doing
Yeah.
little things to make it a little different, a little bit
yeah,
more unique
you
to
know,
us.
turning the thing faster or slower, or putting this in, and
Yeah, it keeps us both going.
I
so
think
we're
it
both
has to be very
active.
creative, doesn't it?
It is, and it's always different. Every time we do it, it'll never
And
be the
how
same.
is it doing for you in Vegas? Because Vegas, as we all know, is the music industry of the world.
Yes.
I think, quote unquote, it still is.
It's at least the capital of
capital of
electronic
music.
in this country. Yeah.
Yes, I think in the world. I think, you know, I don't know if there's another Vegas around.
Ibiza in Spain is pretty big in the summertime.
Oh,
But,
Ibiza. Let's
that's
not
only
talk
the
about
summertime.
Ibiza. If you ever want to have a wild time, go to Ibiza.
Will.
Just for a weekend, will kill you.
Maybe a week.
Oh, maybe a week. Well, he's got more strength than I have. But so you like creating, you like doing all this.
I love it all.
You love it all. And you've got a great team. His brother Thomas and Matthew.
do
Two
very
great
well
names.
together.
Your mum and dad. But I hope they're still alive.
Yes.
They're still alive. They must be so proud of their sons.
They love it. They love
I was gonna
everything
say
we do.
they-
My mother is my #1 fan. Like through and through.
Isn't
Always
that
has
lovely
been.
to, hey guys, don't forget, you know, say the same thing about your mum, because mums kind of have a little bit of a hard time sometimes, you know? So praise
Gotta
them up.
give, respect where it's due. I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely.
They
How can
deserve it.
anybody reach you?
The best way to reach us is through facebook.com/new at the zoo, and you can find all of the music that we've released so far through soundcloud.com/new at the zoo.
Awesome, absolutely. Isn't that amazing? See, this is all new talent, to me anyway. Out there, you probably know a lot about this, but at the same time, he's up and coming, and you're going to make it out there. You're only going to go as far as you allow yourself to go.
And we're pushing for the stars.
So that's what I want to hear. That's why I said that. Thank you so much. Isn't he amazing, Matthew? We shall be back next week, Vegas Live with Ninon. It's been amazing down here at the Peppermill on the red couch. Everybody joining us. Don't forget to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon.